Mic check. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Welcome to day 106. Backtesting until I'm profitable. Backtesting like my life depends on it. So August 8th, 2025. Let's get started. Let's go to the 2022 ICT futures model. We're doing it yesterday. Didn't get some good wins, but we had a good bias. Let's see how this is gonna look like. How is this trade open? This is crazy. Let's go to the next thing. I don't know what happened for me to take that entry. Like yesterday, I didn't see it. Let's remove this. Well, okay. I think the analysis is quite still the same. We have this nice sweep, which means we'll be looking to push higher. So honestly, I'm targeting for it to continue, take out daily highs. Going down to the 4 hour, we have some fair value gaps on my whole price, but after that, humongous sweep, and you can see we swept right there. We've shifted structure here. We've traced into a fair value gap, which means it's time to push. We've taken out this high, so we might look as well to take out some highs inside there. So I'm still standing on bullish business. Down to 1 hour. So this was yesterday. I think there was some news at 10. Yeah, that's this big week like. So on the 1 hour, what do we have? We're in this gap here. We're on Wednesday, so this is London highs, which we're taking out London lows here. So this is sell side that will be resting here. Down to 30 minutes. 15 is basically the same thing. Got sell side here. So if we embrace this gap, then that means that we'll be looking to go for sell side. So let me mark it up. Now going back to 1 hour for a bit, you can see that we were kind of bullish for this whole move. So if we choose to rebalance maybe from here to here, then we might balance here. But I'm thinking we might like run some liquidity before continuing to push higher. So power down to 5. Have this very gap in the 15 minute. Have this lows here. And one. There's also these relatively equal lows. This one's here as well. So let's see what happens here. So a few minutes to open here. 29. How's the ES looking here? Okay. And we take out the high very nicely, and look at what we do here. We create an inversion. So here we have the sweep. Shift in structure here. And soon if we embrace this gap, that means that we'll be continuing lower. So I'd like to see this gap get retested. So you can see here the inversion got respected, but I'd like to see this one here get retested for the sweep, shift and retracement model to get filled for us to get a sell entry. So the sell entry will be a short term, targeting the sell side, and then we target higher. So let's see what happens here. So how's the 5 here? Okay, so yeah, I'm still looking for it to drop though. How's the 2 minute, 3 minute? 1 minute, 2 minutes. Surely 2 minutes looks even more better, I think. Here, it's a little bit slow right there. Target have this low here, 2.6 or this relatively close. Let's read it's like 1% here. That's what happens here. So we end up getting stopped out. Looks like here, I don't know. This is it 5 minute or 15 minute? This 15-minute fair value gap holds. Not as we expected. I don't know. Wow. Look at this. We again take out this high. Take out these highs again. Create this sweep once again at 10, 11, 10, 10 here. Then we drop. Let's see how this was looking here. From here to here, there was no SMT, but from here to here, there was one. Okay, so now the sweep, shift, and look at this gap. How the candles are closing. You can see like, this one is the only one that went a bit higher, but they were closing in the range. So we have this shift here, risk bit. Then we get the drop. Okay, so let's see what happens later in the day. Wanted to see it drop lower. So here we have an SMT and we're in this fair value gap. Very, very nice. You can see here in the 1 hour we took out the sell side here. We didn't have to raise this low by the looks. Let's take out sell side, we drop, we pushed higher. get the PM session open now there. So here I'd like to do some reanalysis for the PM session. So you can see that on the 115 I have this gap here that's holding price, this one there, and it's the same, basically the same thing. Yes, so here we ran over some highs there and we dropped, shifted, created the gap. Did we retrace back into it? No, so no entry. So here we get another SMT. In the 2 minute you can see that we inverse a fair value gap. And here I have our change in state. I think we're in this, I'll cancel it to here. Text to contrast. I'm looking for it to hit this low here. So let me set my take profit. I'll never get used to this. 15,859. And I was targeting for my stop loss to be about that high, but I don't know. So if we get the change in state here, that means the stop loss will be there. Kind of like a pretty small 1-to-1. Let me put it here. 15,909. 909. So yeah, that's basically it. Come on, just take out the low already, man. And now the consolidation comes in. Are you sure? Oh, dude, this thing is testing my patience. Let's see. So we're looking at this low here and this low here. So do we drop into that low exactly or not? Let's see what happens. Oh, I'll never get used to this. So we end up hitting take profit here, which gives us a 1-to-1 win. I entered off the 1 minute. So what did I see on the 1 minute? I saw here like we were back into this 15 minute or the 1 hour. It's a 15-minute fair value gap. Now down to the 5 minute. Waited here, didn't get any entry. Now on the 1, I saw that we had this SMT here. You can see it from this side here, like ES took it out but we didn't on NQ. So now I was waiting for the down close candle. Like on the 2 minute, this will be the change in state somewhere here. On the 1 minute, maybe it will be somewhere here, or at least this candle here, which I can see that we approached and over here. So it's not bad. So this is a 1-to-1 entry, and let's see, can you find an entry inside here? Well, we have, you would get this sweep here, the drop, create a change in state here, press back into it, and then we'll drop, stop loss above there, take profit here. Anyways, let's go to the next day. So this session is already ended, and here we have an SMT showing that we might be about to fly higher. Let's see what happens. Yeah, last few minutes of trading fly higher. Look at this gap here. Look at how it held. So drawn liquidity, these highs. Look at how this gap held, right? Took out these relatively equal lows by this sharp wick, which created a market structure shift. So let's see what happens. Drops into the lower one. And you end up taking out the liquidity even though market then starts to become choppy. But this high was taken out. I don't know about this one. But yeah, I'm gonna put the next thing now. First start on the dating. So what's the profile here? Well, again, we take out this low, half this week. So which means we're obviously gonna see a push to the upside. That's why I will be like kind of blinding my eye towards this fair value gap, this bearish fair value gap. I just want us to run it through already. So that's basically pretty much the reason, because we had this large sweep. That means I'll be targeting higher liquidity now. So now down to 4 hour. I don't see anything on the 4 hour. 1 minute, sorry, 1 hour. Well, it's just a normal push higher and push lower. So we're on Thursday. I have Wednesday price action there, and let's see what would make price not reach here. So this is a high from Wednesday, previous day high. So this is liquidity buy side. Where is it? Alright. Now we also have this low here, sell side, and this one here, sell side, previous day low. But I'd like to put the 15 to mark it out even better. So we have I'd like also to mark like these lows here, these relatively equal lows. Look at the sell side. The reason is I have an Asia session, Asia lows. So if this 15-minute fair value gap holds, then that's what we'll be looking for. Looking to sell to this sell side liquidity. If it doesn't, then we'll be looking for higher prices. But overall, I'm still bullish on the higher time frames. So these sales will be short time frame sales. Down to 5, nothing bigger. Okay. And also take out the high. We also take out the high on NQ. And the drops on. I don't know if there's any chart that looks better than that, but yeah, looks like this 15-minute fair value gap is holding as we expected, and it took out these highs here. You can see that it created a very nice sweep. Now here, after the sweep, we have a shift here. So if we get it, we can hope to get, maybe hope, we'll wait, whichever, to get a retracement. And we get a retracement into the gaps, and the gaps ultimately get disrespected. Funny. So I was looking for at least this gap here. we end up taking out this low. Market's really consolidating here. Let's wait for 10 a.m. news. So here, look at this SMT. Look at this crazy SMT there. So yeah, this SMT, we have the change in state here, which I don't think we touched. Going to the 2-minute, change in state will be here. So I don't know. Let's see if we get filled there. And we end up taking out sell side, which is the Asia low. So this move to the downside facilitated by this 15-minute fair value gap. Very nice move, even though we didn't find an entry there. So we also have this low as the next sell side. We might as well take it out or not, and then continue. So where is this low here? So well, it's real far from for ES, but NQ, I think it's already took it out. That's too much aggressiveness. So we create an inversion, showing that we might be about to disrespect the price action that we've just created. So we're generating liquidity here, you can see it, and preferably I'd like to see an SMT form, like we take out these lows and ES doesn't. So no entry here. You can see that no entry was provided, like we had very equal lows, no run on liquidity, so no entry. Well, here we can talk. How's the 5? Okay, the 2, 3, 4, 2. So 2 minutes, you drop into the gap. Well, I don't think so. 3 minute, small gap that we tapped into, but in the 1 minute we have this nice sweep, and we have this nice change in the state. Let me remove this. So this is a change in state. And this here is a sweep. Now we also have an SMT here. Now going on the higher time frame, such as the 1 hour, I'd like to show you another SMT that we have. We took out this low on ENQ, and this one here. So that's why I'm like, okay, I think prices might actually go higher. After all, this is a 4-hour fair value gap that we're rejecting. So if we're in the 15, the simple thing that we're looking to is for us to rebalance this gap at least. So if we put a fib from here to here, consider we at least need to reach this upper part, making this fair value gap the closest row that we will get to. Let's go to 5 minutes. So now down to 1 minute, we have our drawn liquidity marked. We have to take out this high at least, and later on take out these ones here. So a few minutes to PM session, the trade will be valid. So I'd like to place it as a limit. Stop loss right here, limit over there, take profit one there. So let's do it like this. Limit, it will enter at 15810. We can also keep take profit open, but let's just close it there so we don't take off a lot. Like sometimes it reaches the take profit, and then because you didn't sell it, you end up getting greedy. Let's see if we get filled, and boom, we're in the entry, just like that. And the stop up was also just like that. Have you just saw it? These lows, man, these lows were the liquidity. These had way too much liquidity resting below them. This one here. Let's see how this candle closes. If it closes above here in this gap, then well and good. If it doesn't, that means that we're disrespecting the gap and we might be about to drop. So the SMT that we had marked became invalidated, and the gap also became run through. So yeah, that's how this works. But the morning move was really nice. You can see how we took out the high there, then dropped automatically. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop the session here. Kind of a bit tired, but overall, good day. We'll keep learning and pushing to learn more. And if the time has come, the mentorship, I think I'll start it like next week. So keep you posted. Stay blessed. Peace out.